Hi, my name is Helen, and I'm a sales tech for Extreme Terrain. So I have a 2020 Gladiator in a 1-year paint code called Gator Green. Currently has 35-inch tires. It just got a 2-inch header lift. It has a Crawltech front bumper with a Warn winch and the LP9s, and then ADB rear bumper, JCR roof rack, and a rooftop tent. We'll do stuff where, we're like camping in the middle of nowhere in a state park in Pennsylvania. There's a rooftop tent rally in Virginia, which is a really cool event to go to, especially if you're like just getting into overlanding. The overlanding community is so awesome, and learning and all that stuff. It's just such a cool thing. I bought a Jeep. That was it. And the Jeep community found me. My mom had, I think it was like a 99, 96 Grand Cherokee, and I just always liked it. So I bought a Grand Cherokee, and then I drove it to school one day, and then everybody's like, you should lift it. I'm like, it's an 03 Grand Cherokee, I'm not gonna lift it. And then I lifted it. And then, it just went from there. I got into Mustangs, I had an STI, and then now I have a Gladiator. But through other friends and family, I got into cars a little bit, but I'm still more of a lifted vehicle person. I definitely don't like being low to the ground, although I do like fast cars. So it was a 03 Grand Cherokee in flame red. I found it on the internet, low miles. It was leather interior with a sunroof. It was everything, your first car should be safe-wise. I actually sold it and bought my LJ. I didn't know anything other than I wanted that Jeep. It had full doors, half doors, a hard top, soft top. It had everything. And I was like, I need that. Had to learn how to drive stick, but I sold the Grand Cherokee and bought it. A little sad I don't own it anymore. Probably the most involved was cutting the fenders on the LJ for the MCE flat flares. It's so hard to do body work, and I was so scared that I was like, we're gonna mess this up. I'm gonna have to buy new flares. It was an experience. We made it through. We made it through. I actually think the Gladiator is my coolest build. So the overlanding with the tent and all of that stuff, it wasn't something I ever wanted to do with the LJ, but the concept of the bed and the rack, I love it. One of the things that I'd always liked about interacting with customers is just talking about the build. What are you trying to do with it, and how can we get you there? It's always fun also to kind of share some knowledge with customers. So sometimes people are like, I need to re-gear my Jeep, I'm going bigger tires. So what gears do you have? I don't know, how do I find that out? Oh, well if you have a TJRY day, there's usually a little tag on the front differential. Just stuff like that where somebody can be like, oh, I didn't know that. Asking until you get the feel of even what the customer's thinking, going back and forth, sending pictures, well, do you like this, or are you thinking something more like this? And going back and forth with products or whatever, so you can understand what the customer is looking for, and then you can make recommendations off of that. And sharing knowledge is always fun. And then talking about your builds and all of that is always fun too.